All right, so just to start what we're talking with, we are finishing up with closing sales.
Yeah.
And we are moving on to the last step, which is after sale follow-ups. Go ahead, Riss.
So the only other thing I wanted to kind of touch on in terms of making sales and closing them is how to gracefully take a no.
Yes.
You are going to get a lot of no's, and the more no's you get, the better you're doing in this business, because that actually means that you're inviting enough people. And what a no usually means is that I'm not ready right now, but I might be ready later. So you have to kind of think of it that way, because the way that you handle a no response can make or break a future sale. Somebody might come back to you if you handle it the right way. But, you know, if you just say, okay, that's fine, and you never talk to them again, there's no loss to them. They don't care. So basically, if somebody ever tells you no, like you've done your pitch, you've given them all the value, they know what's going on, and they're just like, you know, I'm just not ready to do that right now, can't afford it. You say, hey, that's no problem. I completely understand that. I am offering free groups or something like that. You know, here's another, you know, free group that my coaches are hosting. Would you be interested in that? Can I keep you on my contact list for the future? And they'll either tell you yeah or no, or, you know, that'd be great. Usually they love coming back for the free stuff, and that way you keep them close. And when they're ready, they still have you on their radar for a potential coach in the future. So never take a no and just let that person go. Keep that connection going. Be polite, be understanding, be compassionate towards them, and that's a good way to keep somebody around in the future. Gabs, what's happening here? You want to say anything else about that? Okay.
No, that's perfect. I have already had super instances of people saying no initially, and then me following up with saying, oh, okay, that's totally fine. Can I put you in a free mini small group? Yes, you can. That free mini small group turns into something bigger. So never let go of someone, because when they're ready, you want them to come to you. And just to give a little backstory on how I know that this is true, Kelsey approached me 2 years ago about trying a Beachbody product. And I blew her off hard. I wasn't even super nice about it. Like, I wasn't mean, but I wasn't super talkative. I was kind of like, nah, I'm not interested in that. I only do gym workouts. And another time I had said something to her. She had friended me on Facebook about needing money, and she had presented the business to me. And I had said, no, this is 2 years ago. 2 years goes by, I start coming around to the idea, and I know exactly who to go to. The first person who took an interest in me and who stayed around, she kept me close. She kept commenting on things of mine. She made herself not just a business person. It wasn't, hey, are you ready for Beachbody? It was, oh my gosh, you look so cute here. You know, it was friend talk. And because of that, when I was ready to finally make this something that I wanted to do, I knew exactly who to go to. So 2 years was my turnaround time, and I come back to Kelsey. So never let someone go. Like, you hold on to them, because you never know what they're going to become for you. It could be huge, so hold out hope. You got to be obnoxiously, unrealistically hopeful, and I promise you it'll be worth it.
Yep.
Now we are going to talk about what to do after you make a sale. So that person has already bought things. They can't just buy things, and that's the last time you talk to them until your group starts. They're going to lose interest. They're going to feel overwhelmed or confused, or like you were using them for a sale. You have to maintain that contact that you had while trying to get them to buy something in the first place. You have to maintain that interest, because when someone buys from you in this company, that's the beginning of your relationship with them, not the end. So we have to maintain that relationship, maintain that interest, maintain that enthusiasm with them. So the first thing that you're going to do is check on your office to make sure that the order went through. One thing we need to know is if you don't see it immediately, don't panic. Sometimes it takes a few hours. If you're looking for your success club points, those take a long time, like sometimes the next day to show up. So don't panic if those don't show up immediately. But if they're not there by the next day, then call Coach Relations, and they will get things sorted out really quick. customer relations, sometimes I've had people have issues with them, but I love our coach relations. I've never had a problem. They're always super helpful and get things done really quickly. For the meantime, in between the two groups, say that they are joining our October 5th group and buy right now. For them to keep the momentum, to keep that interest, you're going to offer them anything you have in the meantime. If I was running a free group on the 21st, I'd say, hey, I know you're starting on the 5th, but do you want to be in a free group just to get you started, to get you prepared? Offer them everything you have at your disposal for that meantime. It's going to make them feel special because they're not going to feel like they were just a sale. They're going to feel very special. Another good thing to do is about 7 days before their group starts. If you didn't have a group going or you haven't made contact with them because it wasn't organically possible, send them an email and say, hey, our group is starting in 7 days. Are you excited? Do you need anything? Contact them, touch base with them again, remind them that it's going to be starting. About 5 days before the group starts, you're going to open up the group on Facebook. So you're going to create it. You're going to add your pregame materials, which are going to include grocery shopping list, menu planning, just some tools, the checklist, all that kind of stuff. That way they can start to get an idea of what they need. They're going to look up, or you're going to post equipment stuff, so they know if that weekend exactly what they're going to be going grocery shopping for, what they're going to be meal prepping on Sunday if they choose to do so, if they need to buy any equipment. You want to make sure that they're completely prepared so that on Monday they're not stressed out, scrambling to get things done. They have, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at least to finish everything that they need to be successful for the next 3 weeks. So I would start the group 6 or 7 days beforehand. If you can post all that stuff in one day, then go for it. Just make sure that you open it about 5 days before the group opens. Anything that you want to add for that, Riss?
Nope, that was it. Those are all the notes I had on that.
I do want to add something actually that we haven't talked about yet, but I want to tell them about in regards to posting things. It's only vaguely related to that, but I keep forgetting to tell them. So Marissa and I discovered the best thing possible for everyone running a group, especially when you guys start running these 21-day groups. This is a game changer, y'all. There is this website. It's called Postcron, POSTCRON.com. You can literally schedule your entire group's post the week before you post anything. Marissa and I have everything planned out at least a week ahead of time right now. So in our Sweaty September challenge group, we have not been posting in the morning. Postcron posts for us. So all we're doing right now is going through and motivating people and doing our own Sweaty selfies or whatever we're adding to the group. But this is making it so much easier for us because we're not worried about waking up early like, oh my gosh, it's 10 a.m. and I forgot to post because I got busy and caught up with this. Postcron has done everything for us, and it just does it automatically. It has been so awesome. Eventually, when we get super, super big, because it's going to happen, there are ways you can do bulk uploading and all these other crazy functions, like $8 a month. Right now, it's completely free because we're not using it a crazy amount, and it still does way more than we need it to. So it's completely free. It's going to make your group so much easier. I would start playing with it before your October 5th groups. We've even been using it for our free 5-day group because why wouldn't we? So play around with it for your free 5-day group that's on September 21st. It is so cool.
Yeah. With the free account, you can only schedule up to 15 posts at a time. But if you're alternating days, that's 2 weeks of information that you can upload ahead of time, have it scheduled out, and Postcron will load it for you every single day. It's beautiful. If you need to take a vacation that month, whatever it is, schedule it ahead of time, wash your hands of it, call it good, enjoy your vacation.
We had totally thought about that because we know, at least for Allie and Cindy, they're going on vacation some days. So they can pretend like they are totally in their group still posting and be on a roller coaster, be at the beach. I don't know what vacations do.
Yeah.
Be fun things that aren't sitting on Facebook and still be making Boku bucks. Is that a thing that people say? I don't know. I'm not
That's a thing. It's a thing. Boku bucks is a thing.
And I feel good.
And then, you can be laying in bed at night, scroll your Facebook, post a few encouraging things, call it good. That's literally the only time you've touched it the whole day.
It's amazing. It's also super good because for your next group, and we'll talk more about this when it gets closer, but we found out that anytime you're doing an exercise challenge, you need to post it the night before or like super early in the morning. I'm talking like 2 a.m. I don't like posting things the night before because they get lost in the morning's post. So this way you can post something, because if I post things the night before, it's 7 p.m. your guys' time, and you guys are posting a billion things afterwards. So I can post something at 3 a.m. my time with PostCron. It posts it automatically, so it's still early enough so that way the people who are early risers can use it and work out and get their challenges sometime. But it's not so early that it's going to get buried in post. So it is a game changer. Everyone needs it. Get on it. It's amazing. You're going to love it.
I totally noticed this because I'm a creep. And I saw Marissa's post was at 4 a.m. And I was like, I know that girl's not up at 4 a.m.
Not even close. Not by a long shot, actually. Yeah, but so that was one of the things we found out when I was posting at 7 a.m. my time. All of our East Coasters that rise at 5 are missing it, and they don't have the exercises to do that morning, even though I was telling them to do them first thing in the morning. So sorry about it.
Do it when you wake up, except it's really 10 a.m. your time and you're already at work. Sorry.
Yeah. But do it when you wake up. Didn't work out. But yeah, so I schedule them for 4 a.m. my time. That way East Coast is 7 a.m. It's usually, our daily challenges for our full group right now don't have an a.m. fitness section, but when you do a free mini fitness group, we do an a.m. afternoon and evening workout. So
we're pretty excited about it, guys. If you guys can help.
Everyone
things in general, like we're excitable people, so I hope you guys are into that because it's what we got.
Any website that makes my life easier, I'm all about. PostCron is a must, unless you enjoy waking up at 4 a.m. every day to make one post.
Boo. Boo.
Boo.
All right.
Questions.
Any questions about anything closing, sale, PostCon related? This is the time to ask so he doesn't get mixed up with the signing new coach questions.
The sneak peek for coaches. When do we tell Kelsey or?
The day before. She'll post something in Team Fit and Fab this weekend. Does anyone have any coaches or any potential coaches that they want to add? She'll add you and you add your potential coaches into the group. It's super easy. If you have anyone that's thinking about coaching, bring up that coach sneak peek because Kels knows how to close a deal. And if they have questions, they're asking it directly to Kelsey, and she doesn't expect you to answer. She'll answer those questions for you. So you are getting this billion business center coach doing all this work for you for funsies. She's awesome. So take advantage of those groups as they come.
For funsies. Yeah, for funsies.
She's just good. Any other questiones? Spanish.
Yeah, that's totally a question in Spanish.
So the 21st is the 3-week one? No.
Yes. So the 21st is 2 days. The 21st, Marissa and I are running a 3-week group. So if you guys get any sales right now, you're going to throw them into our 3-week group. The thing about that is that if you get sales for a 3-week group, you are also automatically in that 3-week group because you need to maintain a relationship with the people you put in our group. You don't have to worry about posting in the morning. All you have to worry about is that specific person that you put in the group. Do your nightly check-ins, and if you're in other groups like our Sweaty September, and you guys are, I suggest whatever you post in Sweaty September, post the exact same thing in the other one. They won't know any difference. We won't tell on you, and you're not doing extra work. Copy and paste. Marissa and I have done it before. Same pictures, same captions, same jokes, whatever. We don't care. Same things. You guys never notice, so it's fine. So if you guys get people in the group, expect to be put in the group as well. All you're going to be doing is being in charge of that person and making sure that they get that extra special attention from you specifically. Because you want to be their friend. You want to be their coach, not us. We are there to help you, but you are their coach. And then on the 21st, you guys are also running your 5-day mini fitness challenge. And that is because we want to get people into those October 5th challenge groups. So these are both pushes towards challenge groups. We really want you guys to hit Success Club this month. So bring on the mini challenge groups because that's where you're going to be getting a lot of those connections. Sorry, hands up.
D.
Sorry, girl. Any other questions?
I have one. Okay, so for the 21st, for the 3-week one, is that only for people who are buying stuff or is that free?
The 3-week is for people who are purchasing things. So that means
only purchasing?
I'm going to go with yes. So I will explain the things that we've made exceptions for that. There are very few. Here are different things. In general, we tell people that the challenge group is for people who buy challenge packs, specifically. When they say, I can't buy a challenge pack because I don't have the money. I can't buy a challenge pack because I'm paleo, so I can't drink Shakeology because I'm allergic to something in Shakeology. They have some sort of excuse. You're going to say very specifically, for you, I will make an exception. You're not saying, oh, you let people in. For you, I'm going out of my way to make an exception for you. Yeah, Marissa?
One time.
Yeah,
A
so
one-time exception.
you are basically saying that I am breaking all the rules because you are so important to me and I want to help you on your journey that we're going to make an exception for you. So for you, we will let you in with just Shakeology. We will let you in with just a program. Those are the main ones that we have done. I have, and Marissa has offered, let someone in who has already bought a challenge pack in to a group. Raquel Marino, you guys have seen her in the current group. She didn't buy anything this time. The reason I've let her in is because I know that she wants to buy in October and she can't afford it right now, and I'm going to keep her close. So in order to do that, I'm maintaining a relationship with her by making an exception for her. I have invited her in. I've made a friend out of her. And outside of the program, I've made a friend out of her. I genuinely enjoy her. But I have made it very clear that, I'm doing this for you, so don't make it obvious. I just really want you to get the benefit of the challenge group. So that way, the chances of her, flaking for the October challenge groups are way less now because I've kept her close. So those are the only times, and Marissa has had a similar situation with that.
Similar opposite. She had bought Shakeology from me already, but for financial reasons, she had to discontinue her use for a month, but she loves Shakeology and wants to continue using it. So I let her into another challenge group until she can purchase again.
So because the only times we've let people in without buying things, they have bought from us before.
Yes.
The only other time I would ever say to make an exception, and remember, these are your groups, so you and your partner can decide on exceptions as you guys wish. We're telling you what we have found successful, what our coaches have found successful. So in our personal opinions is what we suggest. The other way to make an exception is if someone says, you know what, I really want to buy from you, but I can't do it till next month, and they already have a program. Here's something that you can do. You can invite them into your group under the condition that they sign up for a free Beachbody membership as you as their coach. So that means that any further purchases have to go through you. So you are getting that. You are doing the work. You deserve that. Sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry. I have my neighbor coming by to try Shakeology, so she's going to be here any minute. I got to go.
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
Bye.
Make that
Bye,
sound.
Alibo Valley.
Hi.
My best. So those are the only exceptions we've made is people that we know are going to buy that already have a program. Because if they already have a program, they can join it. But if someone is in our challenge group and they're not drinking Shakeology and they don't have a program, then people are going to think, why did I have to buy all that? And they're getting away with not having to buy anything.
Yeah, we have never let somebody into a paid group that has bought nothing from us.
And have no intention or something that they can at least show to the rest of the group. It might create some awkward moments in some people. Because if you have said, to join this challenge group, you need to buy a challenge pack, and then they see that other people haven't, there's going to be some mistrust there. So just really consider how it's going to look to other coaches as well.
I would recommend if you're ever considering making an exception for somebody, just really taking a step back and saying, what's the possible outcome? Is this really worth an exception? To take it on a case-by-case basis and say, why would I make an exception for them? And if that's worth it to you and your partner, by all means, make an exception. But yeah, generally, paid groups are for people buying things from you.
Does that answer whatever specific situation you had, or because you can ask us your specific situation, it's completely fine. If you.
Well, I'm talking to two people right now, and I already told you, Gabby, one of them is pregnant, or she's trying to get pregnant, and she wants to eat healthy and all of this. So she's interested in the fitness one or whatever. But so my question is, like, if they don't have any product yet, or the programs or Shakeology, like, how could I get them to get
the free fitness programs, they don't have to buy anything. Those 5 days that you guys are running, they can join that.
Okay.
So are you saying how would they ask their doctor about it?
No, but instead of doing a 3-week one, like, they'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to buy anything, so just tell them, oh, we have a free 5-day, and then maybe in October they'll buy something. Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah. So I would say, these 3-week groups are for people who buy challenge packs, because those are the products that you need to be able to participate fully in those groups. But here's what I can offer you. I'm running a 5-day fitness program on September 21st. I'll plug them into that. And then while that's going on, you're going to make a not as aggressive plug into the next group. And you're just going to keep that going, keep that friendship, keep that, momentum going. For your pregnant friend, you have a bigger advantage because Shakeology offers a lot of health benefits, especially if you're growing a peanut in your belly. So you can really push that it's super healthy. You're not saying like weight loss. You're saying this is so healthy. This is going to benefit your life. This is going to benefit your child. Look at how healthy this is. Don't you care about being healthy? That kind of thing.
Does Shakeology have calcium? Because she really wants to find something to have calcium because she's lactose intolerant and she wants to have a baby. So do you know if it has calcium in it?
About to find out.
Because if it did, that'd be awesome.
Oh, so we're recording. Go ahead and keep going while I look this up.
Yeah. Any more Q&A?
Go ahead and start talking about signing up a new coach, and I'll answer this as soon as I find it.
Okay, so signing up a new coach. When you are presenting that opportunity to somebody for this business, that needs to really grow from an organic place. If you feel like you just forced, a question to ask them if they want to join this business, then you probably didn't know enough about them or their situation. If you're ever wondering if now is a good time to invite them to the business, it's probably not. It should come from a very natural place. When you are talking about coaching with somebody, it's really, really important to know and really understand your why, the reason that you're coaching, the reason that you continue to coach. Why do you love it? What has it done for you? And if you're not sure about your why, come talk to us, because Gabby and I think we have some reasons that we've been observing from you two specifically. So you need to be very, very comfortable with where you're coming from when you coach, like why you do this, what it's done for you, and why you'll keep doing it. Because they're going to want to know that information. And if you don't really know what to tell them, then they're not going to really want to do this, because why would they do something that you're not sure how to do or why you do it either, So know your why. When they do express an interest and they say, you're going to want to be a very, very good detective. You need to know a lot about them. You need to know about their family, about their work situation, what they like to do for fun. And from all of that discussion, you need to be looking for that need. Find that need that this business opportunity can fill for them. And that's where it's going to come in very organically. So, if they tell you, yeah, I'm pregnant and I really want to be a stay-at-home mom, but we just can't afford it. That's a need this business can help with. They say, yeah, I've bounced from fitness program to fitness program. Nothing's ever worked for me. This business can help with that. I struggle with accountability. Being a coach can help with that. This business helps that too. So when you're talking to them, just make sure that you're really understanding where they have a need and how this business can fill that need for them. And that's how it's going to come to you in an organic fashion. When you are talking to somebody and that you've said, hey, have you ever considered coaching? That's exactly how you need to phrase it. Have you ever considered coaching to help you with blank? Have you ever considered coaching to help you with financial freedom? You ever consider coaching to help you with freedom from, an 8 to 5 work schedule? Whatever that is, you need to ask them, have you ever considered, because it does two things. It comes from a very positive place. It doesn't sound aggressive and salesy. It's literally just planting a seed. You ever thought about it? Very non-threatening, very not pitchy, and it also forces them to answer the question. That's a very, very easy question for somebody to answer. So if you ask them that way, they're likely going to give you an answer, and they're going to either say, no, I've never thought about it, or no, I don't even really know what that is. What is that? Always be aware of the things that you can offer them. A 3-day coach sneak peek, a what is coaching call. You can offer them a Zoom call with your coach, Gabby, myself, or both of us, whatever you think is helpful to you. You can offer them all those things so that we can talk about that stuff with them.
You can consider that specific person. 2 people might be too much. Maybe they're foodie, and that's where I come in. Maybe they're fitness, and that's where Marissa comes in. Maybe you want to show off both your coaches, holla, both of us, whatever you guys want for that specific person. We're not going to be offended. Use us, however, whatever suits your needs best is what we're here for.
So you put them in one of those 3 situations. You put them in a sneak peek, you put them in a what is coaching call, and then you're going to immediately follow up and say, hey, what did you like about the sneak peek? What did you like about the what is coaching call? Again, you're going to want to know what they liked about it, because that puts them in a positive mindset about what they just went through and what they just experienced. You don't ever want to say, what did you think? Because that opens a door to a negative response. And you may not get a negative response naturally from them, but you've opened that opportunity for them to be very skeptical, and expect skepticism, because that's a very normal reaction. And what that usually means is they don't understand everything and that they have more questions. And again, feel, felt, found method. I know exactly how you feel. That's how I felt too. And here's what I found. Did you have something?
Yeah. I've had a little bit of a success with a little bit different phrasing in very specific cases. With the free, and you ladies will know how this works, especially with free groups. If they don't have a program and they're not in a paid group, you might not know them as well. And I have found that being just kind of awkwardly honest, just saying, hey, if you ever think about coaching and making money off of doing what you're already doing, let me know, because I want you on my team. So you're not necessarily asking a question, because sometimes with people that you don't know and you haven't built a big relationship with, that might be like too much too soon. So for you guys, I don't know exactly how I phrase it for you two specifically, but I knew that I wanted you guys as coaches because you guys were already doing it. So I just wanted to get into it. Like, if you guys want to do this, I want you on my team. I wanted you guys to know that you had value to me, and show them it. You're not just asking everyone. You're not, do you want to be a coach? Do you want to be a coach? Do you want to be a coach? You guys, I want you on my team. How can I get you on my team specifically? So it's making them feel special, because they are special. You're not asking everyone to be a coach, because not everyone would be a successful coach. You're asking them because they have already shown to you in a free 5-day group that they were so awesome in 5 days that you needed them. So that's another phrasing just to play around with, however suits you best.
And one thing you may consider throwing in there when you're having that discussion with them is pointing out those qualities that caught your eye in the first place. Like, maybe they don't even realize what coaching is, but you can tell them, like, you did X, you did Y, and these are traits that make great coaches. This is why I noticed you, because you're already doing these things. But they might not know what they're doing if you don't actually tell them. So you may consider throwing in a couple of qualities that you've noticed. So we're good on that, Gabby?
Yeah, so that is our full list. We are already down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know what's happening. We're talking so much. I told you guys there was a ton of information because we wanted to make sure that right after you guys had your hype up conversations, whatever applied to you, you guys knew how to close a sale and you knew how to sign a new coach. That was really important to us. So we wanted to make sure that you knew how to do that tonight. Any questions about how to sign a new coach specifically? I mean, you guys have been through the process. One thing I do want to say is that Marissa and I have learned something a little bit different. Both of you, when you guys signed up, and maybe even you, Cindy, you signed up by buying a program and then signing up as a coach.
Yeah.
Marissa and I have recently found out that there is another way to go about that. Do you want to talk about that, Riss?
Yeah, really the ideal way is if you know they're going to sign up as a coach and they need to buy something, have them buy their challenge pack and sign up as a coach all in the same transaction. There's no longer a delay in the processing time. If they do it all at once, it does a few things. You get your success points, you get the commission still, and they get their fee waived on the spot. So there's no refund form, there's none of that. It saves that step, and you still get commission and success points off of it.
That was the original thing, is we wanted to make sure that you were doing the work, that you still got the commission for selling it to your coach. So you still get a commission by doing it that one step. In fact, it might be easier because you're not having to say like, don't worry, you're getting the $40 back, not weird. So that might make it a little bit easier for you. The only time, Marissa, do you think it would make a difference for spouses? Just so they know for future coaches? Or do you
I don't think so. I think spouses are the same. I don't think it matters who's signing up. The one thing to be careful of with spouses, though, is just to be there's really nothing you can do about this. It just kind of happens sometimes, but you need to be watching for it. If you sign up your spouse and you have the same address, sometimes that will show up as your personal order instead, because Beachbody has recognized the address and everything. And so you won't see Success Club points, you won't see commission, but you'll see a new order for yourself. And
so that did happen to me.
Yeah, you just need to get on the phone with them and say, hey, no, this is my husband's separate account, separate coach, whatever it is, separate order. It's for him. It's not for me. And then they'll
when I did that for Alex, I didn't have to do that. I got my success points from him. So
it just sometimes it messes up.
Yeah, it happened to me when I did pranks.
He used his credit card. I don't know if that made a difference.
I used his too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you guys don't have spouses that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Like today. But that's applicable to future coaches of yours that do have spouses. That's just good information to know.
Yeah. So when somebody wants to sign as a coach, you just need to basically know there are two ways to sign as a coach. Only give them two options. There's no getting around it. You either sign up with the challenge pack, which is the best way to go for a lot of reasons, or you pay $40 that you don't get refunded. If they need to pay the $40, but they do want a challenge pack, you can tell them that within 30 days you can purchase your challenge pack and get that waived. But when you sign up initially, you're either going to pay $40 or you're going to pay for your challenge pack.
If they buy within the first 30 days, you don't get the commission from it, and they're not going to sell much without product to talk about. If they don't have Shakeology, if they don't have a program, they're not going to know a lot about what they're trying to sell, and they're not going to have any experience with it. They're not going to have, they'll say, hey, you did this, even though I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Always trying to get people to buy a challenge pack. It's not necessarily for you, even though it does help you. It's for them, because if they want to make this a business, it's the way to do it. The only way.
It really is. So you don't want to present that as an option up front, but
it is
it is an option later. If they tell you no, I really can't do that, I'm paying the $40 right now. Great. Have them pay the $40 and get them signed up, and then let them know that, hey, you can still buy this in 30 days and get your fee waived. That way you're still setting them up for success, but don't present that up front because, like Abby said, no commish.
Any other questions?
Can you do this business in a different country?
Only in Canada.
Okay.
Other countries, we're not allowed to sell supplements to other countries as an entire America. So they can buy programs, but they can't buy supplements, so they can't buy Shakeology. So you can't be a distributor and not be able to buy Shakeology. You have to be able to use all the products. So they can buy they can buy programs, not Shakeology, and they cannot sell. Which is a huge bummer because I've had some awesome people from other countries. Good and good. Anything?
2 minutes.
Yeah. I saw that, Tanya. You kind of have a question.
Almost.
It's just I haven't had time today to contact the people I think that might be interested.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
totally.
So I'm just thinking how I can go about it. Like, how much is the Shakeology?
Remember that you're going to avoid costs at all times. You're going to just send them to your link, and they're going to see the cost on their own. Shakeology is $130 though, in case you're wondering. But at all costs, don't say anything. And there is a script that I have loaded on Bombshell Empire. Some of it's in the comments to Cindy, so look through our comments right as well. But there's scripts in there for how to approach some different topics within initially contacting people for your hype ups.
And I have a friend that is doing it, but she's all about like Herbalife and stuff. So, and I have one of my teachers that used to be my teacher. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, it's like, hey, so.
I mean, for Herbalife, they can still buy a fitness program and get into your challenge.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
That's club points, but you're going to make commission. So you can offer that. You just say no in our challenge groups. There's no promoting of other products. You don't get to talk about your other products. You can say, I drink a protein shake. You may not say that you're drinking Herbalife because this ain't your program. This is mine. So make sure that that's really clear.
Yeah, and do the nay while you're at it.
Or just snapping sassy like, but you may also.
And then ask them to watch you, Nene.
Yeah.
We're too old for this, ladies.
I'm too old for this. I just nay-nayed. Hello.
We're literally about to get cut off. Anything else before we get cut off?
I'll just ask you if I have any concerns.
Yep, perfect. So we're gonna start uploading stuff tonight, Marissa?
Yep, tonight.
Anything that she's missing, I'll do when I wake up because you best believe I'm about to go to bed.
Me too.
All right, ladies, this was a very productive call. Thanks for sticking around and have a good night, Poops.
Good night, Baby. Gabby. Good night.
Those are